Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me here today. We are going to be going through a vinyasa flow practice together. So we're just going to go through a 10-minute yoga class together, working through some simple beginner's yoga flow poses. And we're just going to help to open up the body, and it will be a great exercise whether you are flexible or you cannot reach your toes yet. We're going to go ahead and bring variations for every level into this class. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and find a comfortable place to begin, whether that's in your home, on your yoga mat, or within a studio. So once you're ready, you can come ahead and join me on your mats. So we're going to want to come into our tabletop position. So placing those wrists directly below the shoulders and our knees directly below the hips. From here, we're going to come into some cat and cow variations. As we inhale, we're going to lift that spine all the way up, tucking the chin, coming into our cat asana. And as we exhale, we're going to sink that spine all the way down, lifting the chest and chin here, gazing forward into our cow. So we can continue this rhythm at our own pace, just breathing naturally here. Inhale up to cat. And when you're ready, exhale to cow. Inhale. Exhale to release. One more time together. Let's all inhale up into our cat, and this time we're going to do a spinal rotation. So coming towards that left side, let's circle the spine around, lifting back up as we come over to the right. Continuing to make these small spinal waves here, just stretching out the vertebra. And we can rotate, lifting up towards that left side this time and coming down on the right. Just tuning in and connecting to the body. All right, from here, let's inhale up into cat. And exhale, we're going to sink those hips all the way back down onto our heels. Walking those hands out in front of us, we're going to meet in our child's pose. Just breathing here. Inhale, let's go ahead and take that right arm, reaching it all the way up, gazing towards the fingertips and the sky. And as we exhale, let's thread the needle, bringing this arm under and across to the left side, rising the head back down on the mat here. And on our next inhale, let's bring that arm all the way back up, reaching high. And exhale, releasing back to center. Inhale, this time we're going to bring up that left arm this time, opening up the shoulder blades. We're going to gaze towards those fingertips here. And exhale, bringing that arm under and across to the right side this time. We're going to rest that forehead down here. On the next inhale, bringing that arm all the way back up, following it with our eyes. And exhale, back to center. From here, let's inhale, coming back up into that tabletop. And we're going to come all the way forward. Bringing those elbows in, we're going to slowly lower the chest down to the mat and release here. So we want to make sure that our hands are spread finely apart here, keeping the wrists directly below the shoulders, and we're going to draw those elbows in towards the body. Together, let's inhale. We're going to push up from the wrists, pushing up into our Cobra pose. So you want to have those elbows drawn in, slightly bent. Draw the shoulders back, gaze forward and slightly up. And we want to release the glutes here. Just taking deep breaths into the stretch. Inhale, let's tuck our toes behind us. We're going to push up, straightening the elbows into what we call our upward facing dog pose. Breathing here, we're going to come up into that high plank. And exhale, sinking the hips all the way up and back until we come into our downward facing dog stretch. To begin, we can start by just walking the dog, which is where we're just going to pedal those knees until we get more comfortable in this position. So just gently pedaling each knee until you feel comfortable here. And we can go ahead and straighten out those legs or keeping them slightly bent if that's more comfortable for you. We want to make sure that the hips are being drawn up and back, evenly distributing the weight between our palms and our heels. Just breathing here. Let's inhale, lifting that left leg all the way up to our three-legged downward facing dog. And exhale, we're going to draw that knee in, just dropping it between the palms here on our mat. This is our pigeon pose. So we're going to walk those hands back, drawing the shoulders back into our pigeon. And you can exhale, releasing either down onto the forearms, or for a deeper stretch, reaching those arms out all the way in front of us, resting the forehead on the mat. Continuing to breathe here. We're going to inhale, gazing forward, walking those hands back up, drawing the shoulders back. When you're ready, we're going to tuck those back toes there, pushing up into a high plank. And exhale, sinking back into that three-legged dog. Inhale, trying to stretch a bit deeper here, keeping the hips squared. And exhale to release. From here, we can go ahead and just drop those knees down on our mat, sinking the hips back. We're going to meet back into that child's pose here for a rest, reconnecting to your body and noticing how you feel. Just breathing here. When you're ready, let's inhale, gazing towards those fingertips. We're going to push back up into that tabletop position. We can tuck our toes from here, lifting the hips up and back, leaning into that downward facing dog. This time, let's go ahead and lift that right leg all the way up, keeping the hips squared here. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that knee down and place it down just between our wrists here. So stretching that back left leg out, this is our pigeon pose on the right leg. So just walking those fingertips back to center, drawing the shoulders back, stretching here. We can exhale, sinking down onto either the forearms or walking those hands all the way out for a deeper stretch. Doing what feels best for your body here. Inhale, gazing forward. Let's walk those hands back to center. Placing the palms down, let's tuck those toes. Inhale, pushing up into that high plank. And exhale, sinking that leg up to our three-legged dog. Inhale, stretching a bit deeper here. And exhale to release back into downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, gazing towards those fingertips. We're going to start walking our feet towards our wrists. If you need to bend your knees here, that is completely okay. Exhale, sinking down into our standing forward fold. So in this position, we can either have those legs straight, reaching down if this is comfortable for you, or we're going to allow a generous bend in the knees, and you're going to get the exact same benefits from this stretch. So you can either reach towards your feet, or we can grab onto the opposite elbow here, just allowing that upper body to hang. Gently opening and stretching each vertebra and allowing the spine to slowly hang down. Just stretching here, continuing to connect to the breath. Inhale, let's place those fingertips down on the mat, lifting up, gazing forward. Coming up onto those toes, let's exhale, sinking down into our mat. And here we can meet in a seated position on the mat. And let's go ahead and lie back on our mats here. Together, we're going to inhale, drawing those knees in towards our chest, interlacing our fingers on the outside of the shins. Exhale, drawing the knees in closer towards our chest here. With each breath, just slowly drawing those knees in closer towards the chest. We can make small circles with the hips here, starting off with a small tight circle. And slowly with each one, we're going to just open up a tiny bit more until we're making a large circular motion with the hips. Now from here, let's rotate, coming to the other side, starting in that large circle until we meet back into a small, tight circle at center. Inhale, let's grab that left leg, interlacing the fingers on the outside of the shin. And exhale, releasing the right leg down. We're going to pull that left knee in towards our chest. Exhale, releasing that left foot flat onto the mat. We're going to bring that left arm all the way out to our side, gazing towards the left fingertips. Now taking our right hand, we're going to grab at that left knee. Inhale here. And exhale, let's bring that left knee all the way across towards the right side, making sure to keep our gaze at the left fingertips. Exhale, breathing here. Inhale, placing the sole of that foot back down on the mat. Let's release both feet down. Inhale, this time bringing up that right leg. We're going to interlace our fingers on the outside, just pulling that right knee in towards our chest. Now to the opposite side, let's bring that right arm out, gazing towards the right fingertips. We're going to take that left hand on the right knee, placing the sole of the foot down flat on the mat. Let's inhale together. And exhale, bringing that knee all the way across to the left side. Breathing here. Exhale, we're going to return back to center and bring both of our feet back down into Shavasana. Let's take a deep breath here together, filling the lungs. And exhale to release. Inhale it, slowly lift back up into a seated position on our mats. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It has been a pleasure to guide you throughout this easy beginner's Vinyasa Yoga Flow class, and I hope to see you back here for more classes. Namaste.